Good afternoon, guys. People, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing good. Everyone is breathing. You have no complaints because guess what? You woke up today. So anything that comes behind that, we can deal with it. I just wanted to make a small video to tell my people how much I love them. I want to send a shout out to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, my original subscribers, all the people that even take the time out to watch my videos, because there are other things you could be doing and you rather spend that time with me, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not doing this for views or anything like that. I do this so that we can come together and bring some form of unity between each other, because we are family. We might have disputes and problems against one another, but it's minute. It's small. It's nothing that's really strong enough to hinder us to come together. We need to erase all these little specks and fights we have. I mean, it's nothing compared to what's going on in the world. If you look at everything that is transpiring since 2022 have arrived, we will see that there's not much time left for us to be out here playing, clubbing and doing all the things that we do in the name of fun. I mean, it's time now for us to come together and build for ourselves. There's no other way I can say it. There's no other way I can put it. It's time for us to come together. Everyone is going to their own now. You see the Ukrainians coming together, the Palestinians coming together, the Russians coming together. Everyone is coming together but black people in America. You even have whites in America coming together. The Klan getting back together, growing, the neo-Nazis. Everyone is unifying and throwing their problems on the back burner or off the stove altogether, when we are holding on to things that happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. And most of it is nothing physical. It's verbal. You had a verbal altercation with someone and it led to death. That's sad. We used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Everyone is so sensitive now that words hurt you. You can't take nothing. And you really can't take the truth. When we tell you something that's truth, why get mad? Why not go inside and search yourself to see what is wrong with you? All of us have problems. But what do they stem from? Where they stem from? What do they come from? Is it family problems? If it affects us today and it happened when we was a child, then isn't it something we can do to calm this situation? Do we have to be so angry and take it out on everyone because something that happened to me when I was a child? Seek counseling. Seek some kind of advice. Go to an advisor. We talk to people about other things, but why we don't talk to them about ourselves? I'll talk to you about that girl problems or that guy problems, but I never mention me. Why? What is it that you are afraid of? Don't you see that if you communicate with self, you can figure out 99% of your problems and our problems as a nation? We don't have to do all these things that we do and carry on the way that we're carrying on. I love you guys, man. You just don't know how much I love black people. My wife and I went and bought like 150 toothbrushes and toothpaste and deodorant just to give out to the homeless. There's no special occasion. We do this because we love black people. We love all people. But I have to take care of my kind first. If it's some white people out there, I would not reject them. No, I don't do that. But I seek out those that are in need. If they happen to be white, black, Chinese, I don't care. I help them. It doesn't matter to me. But I love my people, and I'm black, so I'm going to look for black people first. I'm in the black community, so why should I go outside of the black community to help other people when I walk past my own that's suffering the same way? Now, when I make it to those people, I treat them the same way. But I'm not going to avoid mine just to go somewhere to look good for someone else. A lot of things I don't even put on video because people say if it's not seen, then you don't get the credit for it. God see everything, and I know it's being done, so I don't have to videotape everything. I ran into a guy the other day, and he bought me a drink. I said, no, I don't drink anymore like that, you know. Well, actually, the waiter brought the drink over to me, and I asked the waiter who sent this drink. I didn't order this drink. She said, well, the guy over there at the bar ordered it. So I thought he was trying to flirt with my wife or something because I went to the bathroom. So I went up to the guy, and I said, excuse me. I said, you sent these drinks to my table, and I mean, I didn't order these drinks. I mean, what you own? He laughed, and I kind of looked at him like, you know, take me for a joke. He said, no. He said, 5 years ago, I was homeless, and you and your wife was out eating dinner, and you gave me some money. He said, not only did you give me some money, he said, you walked with me from the movie theater, because we went to eat dinner, then we went to the movies. We left, no, I'm backwards. We left the theater and was on our way to eat. On our way out of the theater, I was walking, and he started walking with me, asked me for some change. I gave him $10 because he said he was hungry. And I kept talking to him. So the guy said, not only did you give me money to eat, he said, but you talked to me for about 20 minutes. And then I invited him to come eat with me and my wife. And she looked at me crazy. He looked at me crazy. He's like, no. So we get to the place. I told him I'm ordering me a steak, potato, different things, salad. Order what you like. So he ordered the same thing that I ordered. But to make a long story short, the guy said that I'm a United States Marine veteran, and he was homeless. But he said I talked to him and I gave him some sense of awareness. Well, he said he went back and got his GI Bill, and he did a few other things. Hey, son, what's up there? So he said he went back and got his GI Bill and different other things. He got his life back in order, went to a rehab, and then he went to Indiana and bought like 5 or 6 properties, and he's on his feet now. So he gave me his card, and he wanted me to call him. And he said, anything I ever need, call him. He will help me. And I did that out the kindness of my heart. You know, there was another young lady on the expressway, a sister. White guys, I drove up to help her. When she told them she needed help, they spit on her and drove off. So I happened to drive up, and I saw on the side of the road, but I'm in a rush to go pick up my wife and my son, so I drove past her also. I felt bad, so I got off at the next exit and doubled back. When I came back, I'm like, excuse me, sister, do you need any help? You know, she crying, and she said, these guys just spit on me. My car stopped, my phone went dead, and, you know, fine. I let her use my phone. She called her husband. She called the tow truck. I talked to her husband. He told me to drop her off at the Drexel Bank over on in Lake Meadows on 35th, King Drive. Little did I know, she was the vice president of the loan department of the Drexel Bank. I'm thinking this is where her husband worked. So after I drop her off, we get there. She tells me the same thing. She gives me a card. Her husband thanked me, tried to give me some money. I didn't accept it, but she gave me a card, and she said, anytime you want to buy a house or a business, you get in touch with me. I'm the president of the loan department, and I will help you out. I never called her to get a loan. I called her to see, you know, keep in touch. But that just goes to show you, when you do things out the kindness of your heart and not to get a blessing, God will bless you tremendously. So stop doing things looking for a blessing. Do things because it's the right thing to do. Okay? So I just made that video just to say to you all to keep your head up and help one another. If you give someone $1, don't look for that dollar to come back to you. Tell that person to do that to the next person. And we keep it going. That way nobody will be broke. Simple. Little critical thinking. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. God bless you. Terracon. Peace out.